Okay. Imagine hating someone so much, you're literally forced to marry them. Sounds like a nightmare, right? But what if that nightmare unlocked the most epic love story in anime? We're diving deep into those unexpected unions where sworn enemies become something more. Get ready to have your mind blown by these captivating relationship dynamics. Alright, starting off at number 7, we have the Fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Rintaro looks like the kind of guy who could scare your entire class without even opening his mouth. He's tall, has this sharp glare, and comes from a rough school where acting tough is basically part of the uniform. But in reality, he's just a quiet, gentle guy who minds his own business. One day, fate throws him into a chance meeting with Kaoruko, the perfect, elegant girl from an elite all-girls school nearby. Their schools couldn't be more different, and they don't exactly have the friendliest history, but somehow, the two keep running into each other at a small, cozy bakery. Rintaro might look scary, but he's actually polite and thoughtful, while Kaoruko has a calm warmth that makes her easy to be around. When they're together, his quiet nature and her gentle charm fit naturally, creating a connection that feels simple and genuine. Watching their little moments is where the story really shines, showing how two very different people can get along without trying too hard. Moving on to number 6, more than a married couple, but not lovers. Jiru is your average laid-back high school guy who just wants to end up with his crush, Sherry, but the school decides, nah, let's make this complicated, and pairs everyone up for a weird marriage training project. Who does Jiru get stuck with? Akari, the flashy, popular girl who's also trying to be with her crush. Now, these two have to live in a fake married couple setup for class, doing chores, spending time together, and acting like newlyweds in front of everyone. At first, they're just trying to survive the project and get points so they can switch partners. But the more they hang out, the more the line between acting and real feelings starts to mix. The show is bright and silly, full of awkward and funny moments, and some scenes get pretty close for comfort, if you know what I mean. It has that classic, are they just friends or something more feeling, mixed with embarrassing situations and accidental touches that keep things interesting. Watching Jiru and Akari try to act like a married couple while totally freaking out around each other is where most of the laughs and blushes come from. Their awkward chemistry and those surprising little eki moments make the whole thing a fun, playful watch from start to finish. Next up, number 5, I got married to the girl I hate most in class. Imagine this. You can't stand someone in your class. Every time you talk, it turns into an argument. Now, imagine you wake up one day and you're married to them. That's exactly what happens to Yuki and his classmate. The girl he swears is the most annoying person alive. Thanks to some family situation, the two suddenly end up living together as husband and wife, even though they can barely agree on what to eat for breakfast. At first, it's just non-stop bickering, sarcastic comments, and trying to avoid each other, but living under the same roof forces them into little moments where they actually get along, and maybe even start to understand each other. As time goes on, those little peaceful moments start to build up, revealing a softer side beneath all the teasing. The story is awkward and funny, basically a fast-paced romance with extra arguing. Their constant back and forth slowly grows into something more meaningful, making the whole thing both entertaining and surprisingly heartfelt. At number 4, My Dress Up Darling Season 2. Marin and Gojo are back, and yes, the cosplay madness continues. Gojo's still the quiet guy obsessed with making Hina dolls, but thanks to Marin, he's now also the go-to guy for insanely detailed cosplay outfits. Season 2 dives deeper into their hobby adventures. New costumes, new characters to cosplay, and plenty of over-the-top con experiences. Marin is still her lively, over-the-top self, dragging Gojo into every wild idea she has, while Gojo just tries to keep up and make her vision perfect. We get more behind-the-scenes sewing action, last-minute costume panics, and those shy but sweet moments when they realize they're getting closer. This season feels like pure anime candy. Bright visuals, fast-paced comedy, and just enough romance to make you grin. The chemistry between Marin and Gojo is even more charming this time, with heartfelt conversations, playful teasing, and moments of genuine connection that add real depth and layers to their relationship. Plus, the new challenges they face together bring fresh excitement to the story. If you thought Season 1 was peak wholesome chaos, this one says, nah, we're leveling up. Number 3, this is fan favorite, Horimiya. From what everyone sees, Hori is the popular, reliable girl everyone likes, and Miyamura is the quiet, forgettable guy who blends into the background. But outside of school, they're completely different people. Hori's basically a homebody who spends her time taking care of her little brother and managing the household, while Miyamura is secretly covered in piercings and tattoos, looking way cooler than anyone expects. They meet by chance outside of school, and their hidden sides start to connect them in ways no one else sees. You can't miss how different they seem at first sight. Hori's bossy and practical, while Miyamura's chill but surprisingly daring. Their clashing personalities lead to plenty of funny moments and teasing that make their relationship feel real and entertaining. The show also shines with its funny side characters who always manage to lighten the mood and tease Hori and Miyamura in the best ways. It's part romance, part comedy, and part wow, high school life is weird sometimes. If you want a chill romance that's all about growing together, this is a perfect watch. Number 2. A Couple of Cuckoos. Nagi and Erika couldn't be more different. He's the serious, study-focused guy aiming for top grades, and she's the flashy, carefree social media star. One day, they find out they were accidentally switched at birth. To make things even wilder, their parents decide the best solution is to have them get engaged, so the families can be united. Now they're living together, trying to figure out how to handle this insane situation while also dealing with school, friends, and other love interests that keep showing up. Season 2 keeps the drama going with new characters, more misunderstandings, and even messier love triangle moments that make things harder for everyone. You get love triangles, constant banter, and plenty of moments where you wonder if they're getting closer or just making things more confusing. Unexpected friendships and awkward moments add extra layers to the story, keeping things fresh and engaging episode after episode. Plus, the mix of humor and heartfelt scenes makes it easy to stay hooked from start to finish. And finally, taking the number 1 spot, we have Osamake Romcom. Suharu is a high school guy, living the totally normal rom-com life until it turns into full-on childhood friend drama. His neighbor and lifelong friend Kuroha has always been by his side, cheering him on. But when Suharu's crush, the popular, perfect Shirokusa, suddenly rejects him, Kuroha decides it's time to step in with a wild plan to make him feel better, and maybe win his heart in the process. From there, the story jumps into over-the-top pranks, love rivalry moments, and unexpected alliances that keep everyone guessing what will happen next. It's a mix of school life, comedy, and a constant who's actually winning this love game energy. Expect playful drama, sudden plot twists, and non-stop romantic competition. The chemistry between these two is like fireworks. Sometimes sweet, sometimes explosive, and always a total mess you can't stop watching, with hilarious misunderstandings and emotional confessions that keep the show hooked from start to finish. If you've ever been team childhood friend, this anime is basically made for you. And that's all 7, full of romance, laughs, and way too many almost confessions. If you made it through all that, you definitely earned a snack. Drop your favorite in the comments, and maybe I'll binge another round. If you're still watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, enjoy the anime.